All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my little live stream. We are at the ocean. The sun just came up, as you can see for yourself. And with that, we say, good morning, everybody. Mike O'Donnell, what's going on? Live, man. Yeah, we are live. It is 25 degrees outside right now. What's up, Paul? Morning. Got the first like. I don't see any. Oh, there's the like. Okay. Now I see the like. Thank you, Paul. JFK waiting for Opie Radio, January 5th, 2024 at 7:20 a.m. Oops, a little late. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be late. Hacks, what's going on? Good morning from work. Work stinks. 26 degrees in Bama. All right, nothing wrong with 20. Wow, wait, that is pretty bad for Bama, right? 26 degrees. That's a bit low. Morning, Open Squad. What's up, Tom Taylor? Nick Umrican, how are you, brother? Scott Watson, good morning, Open All. Good morning, Robert Bryan. I think it's Mark Robert Bryan. I see a Mark in here, too. Sorry. Jamie Lynn, morning, Open Squad. Who else we got? We got Jeff Shapiro. CPA, damn, with a morning lamb chop. But what's up, Matt Davis? How are you? I could yell and scream because no one else is out here. No one else is stupid enough to be out on their deck when it's 25 degrees with the sun coming up. They are the smart ones. Vincent Scaramuzzo, damn, it's cold out there. You're a trooper, Ope. Yeah, this is the first day I could honestly say it feels like winter. It is cold out here. We might have to do a short one. Good morning, Cupcake and crew. What's up, Robert Cowling? How are you? It's FU Friday. What bothered you this week? I'm trying to think what bothered me this week. I kind of went over it already. Hot chocolate that's way too hot to drink, and renting ice skates from, I don't know, 1978 because they decided they don't need to update their rentals. There you go. There's my first two FUs for today. Tommy Festa, morning, Hope. Let's get it going. Cheers. Yes, it's cold. I'm having a tough time forming words more than usual right now. Leo Gunn, you're one of mine. One of mine. Hey, now, can't believe I'm awake. What's up? There's your sunrise. We just missed the sunrise over the ocean. I was debating even turning this on, and I'll tell you what happens. I really don't want to do it from inside when I could do it from outside. And I use the it's too cold out or it's too windy out to not do it some days when I could easily set it up inside. I understand that, but this is my thing, to do it as the sun's coming up over the ocean. This morning I opened up that sliding door and I'm like, please be windy, because that would mean I don't have to do it today. And then it was glorious, a slight breeze. I'm like, oh, you lazy bastard, you got to turn this damn thing on. Tom Izzy, good morning to you. Who else we got? XM202 Afro, good morning, Open Squad. 18 degrees here. Damn, that's cold. We could just do temperatures around the country if you would like. But cheers, bitches. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're going to have a good weekend. Hope the Bills kick the Dolphins' ass. It's a nightmare. Comes down to one game, basically. Bills win. They're in the playoffs. They're the second seed. If they lose, they're basically out of the playoffs. I know there's some scenarios where they could still get in, but that never works in your favor. So the Bills really need to beat the Dolphins this weekend. I just simply can't wait for the game, man. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Andy Vollen, cheers for Friday. Right on, Andy. I hope you have a good weekend. That storm is only bringing us rain. Thank you. Henry Wheeler. Yeah, man. We got this massive storm coming our way. And whatever it is with the New York City, there's always a line for the storm. North of the line, they get blasted with just ridiculous snow. South of the line, which is basically New York City, it's always a rain event. And that's exactly what it's looking like once again. But we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, man, because the kids are very excited. They really want to see some snow. They've been studying the maps themselves. And I'm like, I know. And it's cold enough right now. But what? It's going to warm up a few degrees by the time the storm hits tomorrow. We'll see. You could tell he's cold. The hat gets lower. Oh, dude, I want to just cover my whole face, man. It's It is a challenge today. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a challenge. What's up, Trevor Myers? Good to see you, brother, on this Friday. George Dudley's Ashtray. Morning, Hope. Have you heard Toucher's new show? God, no. Why would I listen to any radio show? Who else we got? Thomas Christie. What's going on? Mike O'Donnell. What are you saying over here? The rest of New York to get? Yeah, I know. And then north of New York City, they're going to get crushed. 8 to 12 inches of snow starting sometime tomorrow afternoon, I believe. Yes. Good morning, Stan Davis. How are you? Courtney Keenan. Good morning, Hope. It's minus 11 in New Brunswick, Canada. You're checking this out in New Brunswick, Canada? So I shouldn't bitch. Used to be able to say bitch like a little, but you can't really say that anymore. You can't say most things anymore. I mean, I'll say whatever the hell I want, but I'm just pointing out the fact that it's gotten ridiculous. Dude, I saw Willy Wonka yesterday with the kids. Me, my wife, and my 2 kids went to this theater. Willy Wonka. We were one of 8 people in the whole theater. The previews, by the way, are up to 35 minutes. So if your movie time is 6:45, you could easily get to the theater around 7, get in line for a few snacks, get your seats at 7:10, and you'll still have time to sit there through ridiculous garbage. They don't even really do as many previews as they used to. Now it's just commercials, one commercial after the other. Oh my God. I guess they make decent money off that or something like that. Hampton Beach, 12 inches. 12 inches. Damn. All right. So what? Long Island might get more snow than the city? We'll see. The hell with the kids. No snow, Henry Wheeler says. I said it yesterday, though, man. There's something about feeling like the whole world slows down a little bit, even though it's not the whole world, it's just your area. We're all sudden, nothing matters. Everyone understands. Everyone's looking out the window as the snow just, cleanup is a nightmare. Because then the next day it's a bright sunny day and you're like, man, I got to shovel out everything. But for like a moment in time when it's snowing and you don't have to do anything and everyone else is cool out there, it's a nice feeling to kind of quote be snowed in. New York City getting a foot of white. Well, I certainly hope you're right. I really hope you're right. Darren Albinson, good morning, Open Group. Good morning, Aluminum Tarmac. Yo, Opster, good morning, brother. Greetings from Sneed. It looks like Sneed, Iowa. Damn, where's Sneed, Iowa? Where the hell's Sneed, Iowa? Welcome, though. Happy New Year. It's 11 degrees, wind chill in Gloucester, Massachusetts. All right, it's cold. I think we can all say it's cold. It's cold. So what bothered you this week? Oh, so I saw Willy Wonka. Sorry. Yes, get back on track. I think Hollywood's overthinking everything. You got the Hugh, what was his name? Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant plays an Oompa Loompa in the Willy Wonka movie, which is a prequel to, obviously the Willy Wonka. He's a kid trying to get his chocolate going. And they got one Oompa Loompa. I don't know what happened with the Oompa Loompas. There used to be a whole bunch of Oompa Loompas. And now I guess Hollywood is saying, well, I think we're allowed to show one Oompa Loompa now. And it was Hugh Grant. Here's the thing. This is what's so weird, and I got to find the article because I'm sure it's out there somewhere. So in the original Willy Wonka, the Oompa Loompas are little people. They used to be called something else, which was acceptable, but it's not acceptable anymore. So I'll just say little people. And then they did a remake of the Willy Wonka, and I think they had one Oompa Loompa that they mass-produced with CGI, right? Well, in this Willy Wonka, there's literally one Oompa Loompa. It's Hugh Grant. And they made him smaller than a little person. And I know that was calculated and done on purpose. Almost like it's not okay to have a little person in a movie anymore, but if we make the Oompa Loompa even smaller than a little person, then it'll be completely acceptable because there's nobody on Earth that is that little. What is at that point? Just have a little person playing the Oompa Loompa. My God. I bet you if you asked the little people out there, they're like, "What are you doing? We need parts in Hollywood too. We'll play the Oompa Loompa." Oh, they overthink everything, but it was so obvious. I'm like, why is Hugh Grant? Like Hugh Grant was like this small, basically, so he wouldn't be confused as being a actual little person. Because then at that point they're making fun of little people, I guess. Even though in the movie Hugh Grant is in a power position as the Oompa Loompa. Oh, it does not. Oh, it not. Oh my God, none of this makes sense. And then at one point, I don't care if you saw the movie. You know, I'm usually not I usually don't spoil movies these days. But then there's a scene where there's a black girl and the Willy Wonka. You know, they're stuck in a vat of chocolate. You know, and of course, because they've been stuck in a vat of chocolate and they had to like dive down and come back up. Now their faces are covered with chocolate, right? It was so calculated with the makeup. Like the black girl, she had full chocolate all over her face, right? And then the Willy Wonka character, I love pointing this stuff out because it's so ridiculous. The Willy Wonka character also, you could tell, you know, had chocolate all over his face, but it was done in such a way that it wouldn't be perceived as blackface. Oh my God. This is my observations from the Willy Wonka movie. The Oompa Loompa was this small, so it wouldn't be mistaken for a actual little person. And the Willy Wonka character didn't have too much chocolate on his face because they didn't want the controversy that they were doing some sort of blackface in the movie. Yes, that's exactly what happened. What's up, Robert Brand again? Same here in Fort McMurray, Alberta. God, man, you guys are cold. Tommy Festa here to remind all you butt munchers to hit the like and click the clicks. Oh, and check out Opie's other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Fantastic quick clips that'll keep you clicking every episode. Well, damn. Thank you, Tommy Festa. I still haven't gotten my 1,000 downloads, by the way, on my other podcast. That's my goal for my second podcast, 1,000 downloads per episode. I this morning I checked, it was at 8:35-ish, 8:37-ish, somewhere around there. So Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, wherever you get your damn podcast. Get it for your ride into work today, all right? All right? Or maybe you left for work today already. Snow was best when we were what? When we were young, probably? Hell yeah, guess. What's up, Gas? Hey, Ope, did you hear about that 10-foot tall aliens at the Miami Mall? I heard we are doomed. Anthony is in communication with the F. Okay, thank you. What is this? What is this? There are 10-foot aliens? Really? Snow was best when we were in school and got a snow day. Oh, yeah, of course. Remember just staying home and listening to the radio as they were doing the school closings, and inevitably, for whatever reason, your stupid school was the only one that wasn't closed, and you're like, what the hell is this conspiracy all about? What bothered me? They tore the Idaho 4 house down. Well, they had to tear that down, Mike O'Donnell. That's just too creepy to keep the house there, right? Oh, was Hugh doing the befuddled act again? Well, yeah, he likes to do the befuddled act there, Andy. You got that right. Only one Oompa effing ripoff. Yeah, exactly. The movie was all right. It was a little long. And in the first couple of minutes of the movie, the Willy Wonka character breaks out into song, and my daughter rules. I look at her. I'm sitting next to her. I look at her. She looks at me, and we both at the same time go, "Oh, it's gonna have songs." Nothing worse than watching a movie not knowing that there's gonna be songs that they're gonna be singing. Look, some movies, it says right there. Look, it's a musical. All right, we sing through the whole damn thing. But when you get surprised by, the characters singing songs, and then it became our thing, every time there's another song, we would look at each other and just go, another song. I love it. Absolutely love it. Next will be a CGI Tom Thumb. Probably a good channel to watch. Trish Regan produced. Sorry, Brains and Beauty. Oh, you like the Brains and Beauty, do you? Nothing wrong with the Brains and Beauty. They don't put the ugly ones in front of the camera in general. The ugly ones are behind the scenes, and the ugly ones are way better than the ones that are in front of the camera, and they know it, and it pisses them off. So Megyn Kelly, she jumped on her little show. I don't know where she does her show because, everyone gets fired in the end, and then you got to do something like what I'm doing, something stupid, instead of doing it for like a legit broadcast company. They just fire everybody, and then we have to fucking figure out the next stage, and some of us do and some of us don't, but I guess the Megyn Kelly has quite the popular thing that she's doing online, and she's saying we haven't heard the last from Jeffrey Epstein, is what she's saying. She's basically hinting that he's alive somewhere. But I am here to tell you that I think what she's hinting at is that Jeffrey Epstein might have recorded a lot of stuff, a lot of confessions, just in case they took him out, which now I believe fully. I was that guy when Jeffrey Epstein died in prison. I'm like, no. But yeah, I fully believe now they offed him. I have no doubt in my mind now. Or can you imagine, like, she's hinting, because she went for the clickbait. She ain't going to tell you whether, Jeffrey Epstein is actually alive and his powerful friends helped him fake his death, or he put a whole bunch of incriminating stuff on tape that's going to come out. She wanted you to think that, that Jeffrey Epstein is actually alive, and we're going to hear from him soon. Could you imagine if Jeffrey Epstein pops up in some faraway land and that he's alive and he's been alive the whole time? That would be absolutely amazing. Opie pinching his fingers together. Almost looks like he's doing a size check on Jim. Okay. All right. I don't know what that means there. Hi from Albany, Georgia. Right on, Haywood. Good to see you again, brother. Tony Pizza's barber. What about Slugworth? What about the Slugworth? Good morning. Oh, what's up, Dennis Smith? How are you? Long comment alerts. Bust big. Hey, Hope. Good to see you. Just wondering if there's any beer specials going at Gephardt's this weekend. Was thinking I'd stop in and check it out, so to speak. Thanks. Face blue smiling. Something like that, right? Bust big. I don't know. I think the private Facebook group is getting together at Gephardt's this weekend. Should be a decent crowd. And, Matt usually tries to take care of the people from, especially the private Facebook groups. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, this weekend. Oh, no, the Facebook gathering, I think, is next weekend. Sorry. I don't know, bro. He's got some decent deals, usually. So you're going to have to go and just check it out yourself. Or pay full price and help Matt pay down his taxes. Everybody that's living in New York City, we're trying to pay down our damn taxes. So maybe you do the right thing and you just have a couple beers at Gephardt's and have a good time, because you will have a good time. How bad are property taxes where you live, Hope? I get killed every year on 2 properties. It's not even the fraud department at my bank called us yesterday. They're like, this can't be real. Are you serious that you wrote a check for? I said, and we had to say yes. We had to say yes. It's complete insanity. There's going to be a time where I will be knocked out and will not be able to live in the city anymore because of city taxes. Yes. It's an ongoing theme, which I've talked about many times, but no one survives New York City. No one survives. It's a very small percentage. Every year You see the people leaving that you like, that are part of your lives. You know, at this point, because I'm more involved with raising my kids than not. So there's a lot of the people involved in my life, have kids about the same age as mine, and every year, oh, guess who's moving? Oh, guess who's moving? I hear that. I hear that no less than 4 or 5 times a year. Guess who's moving? Because they just finally have had it. The city is set up where, the dealer wins every single time. That's how the city is set up. It's always been set up that way. No one, you just simply, I talk about this a lot, but you simply don't see old people. You don't see old people. You don't see really tall old people, and you don't really see old fat people in New York City. but specifically, you don't see any old people in New York City because they get knocked out. Everybody gets knocked out. Everybody. A lot of people like myself, you're like, well, let's try to hang on until the kids are out of school. You get that a lot. Soon as the kids graduate, we're out of here. We got friends in our building, matter of fact. They're at that stage. They got 3 kids, 2 are in college. The one is a senior looking at schools, and they are literally moving something like June 1st. And these people were pretty much the most popular people in our building, loved New York, took it all in. They looked and lived like true New Yorkers. And they're like, yep, 3rd kid going to college. We're out of here. We're selling everything and we're moving. I think they said, what the hell they said? Yeah, Florida. They're moving to Florida. And I would have thought that they would have, they would have stayed for the long haul, but they're like, nope, kids are in school, don't need to be here anymore. Goodbye. We're out of here. Goodbye. So, there you go. So to answer your question, yeah, the taxes are absolutely insane. It's the only thing that probably makes me think I gotta do one more little run, legit. Throw all this nonsense away, throw all this dumb equipment in the ocean, and make one more little run at it, just so I could pay the dealer, which is New York City. You're not on the list, sir, King of Comedy. Oh, right on there. Yes, that's a great line from King of Comedy there, Andy. Morning, GH Squad. Happy Friday. What's up, RJ Henners? Opie Radio, the video from the jail was deleted for a reason. He's alive. You think that Jeffrey Epstein's alive? Holy crap. Could you imagine having that much power? They got you. They got you in prison. You're fucked. And then there's people above the people that put you in prison that said, nah, hell nah. And they swoop in, fake his death, and they get him out of there. And he's living somewhere because he's that powerful. Could you imagine if that's true? That would be absolutely amazing. That would be amazing. Something that bothered me, boys, that I was unable to stand up for myself and move on. I don't know what happened, Maddie. It's hard to see the comments right now because that sun glare. That's why I'm doing this a lot. Hey, Ope, did you hear that the whole Epstein suicide saga is actually related to the tennis ball incident? Something to think about. What's the tennis ball incident, sir? I need to go to Hodders and get buffalo wings. All right. What's the tennis ball incident? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I think the times come. I think the times come for you to move to the Cayman Islands to get away from all the tax. Oh, damn. I would go back to the Cayman Islands in a second. That place was amazing. Went down there, did some diving. The beauty of diving in the Cayman Islands, like when you go to like Turks and Caicos, you got a boat ride forever. Feel like you're in the middle of the ocean. They finally throw you in the stupid water. Cayman Islands is like, all right, you're scheduled to dive at 8 in the morning. Be at the boat at 7:50. But you said the dive starts at 8. Yeah, just be at the boat at 7:50. And you go there, you're half tired, but it's already 85 degrees. The water's like lukewarm. It's just glorious. And then you jump on a boat, and less than like 2 minutes later, excuse me, you're at the dive site. The dive sites are not even a half mile offshore. Oh my God, so nice. The Cayman Islands was the place where me and my wife, she was not my wife yet. We went down there. I turned her on to diving because it's one of my loves. I haven't done it in a few years though. Haven't done it in a few years. At least you have money. I can't imagine living in New York City on 25,000. 25,000 a year. That's. I guess people do that, but it's literally like 12 people in a one bedroom apartment. It's absolutely insane. But Cayman Islands, we're diving, and it started raining. And because it's a resort dive, you're only going down 50, 60 feet. Some of these guys will take you down further if they know you're not a noob, not a knob. If you're not a knob, let's go with that. If you're not a knob, they'll take you down a little further. But in this case, I don't know. We were probably like 20 feet under the water, and it started raining. And just looking up and watching the rain hit the water was something I'll never forget. How calming that was, and how meditative that was, and how cool that was. And you want to talk about times where you live in the moment. Like to this day, I remember just sitting there with my now wife, and we're just looking up as the rain is just hitting the water above. It was just amazing. Robert, you going to go back to radio ever? Oh, I like the pod and the live streams. Just thought you would eventually go back. Yeah, I thought I would have been back by now. I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought I'd be back by now doing something, but it the thing is that the people that are doing it by themselves are the ones that are successful making the real money, like traditional broadcasting. They're not paying it. They're just simply not paying anybody. They're paying a handful of guys, of course. Like when you talk about Sirius, they pay Howard Stern, they pay Mad Dog, they pay Andy Cohen, and that is about it for like real over the top money, which I would want. I would want real over the top money, but I'm not in a position to be hired on that level anymore. I'm just not, which is fine. But if I'm going to do this full time, I want to get paid handsomely, and that's the problem. That's the rub right now. Ron Bennington probably makes an okay living, but he's not making. He's way better than Mad Dog. He's way better than Andy Cohen. I mean, Mad Dog gets it on, and he has his moments for sure. Oh my God, him and Stephen A. Smith on ESPN is it's just a great watch. But day to day grinding it out, Bennington is way better than Mad Dog, way better than Andy Cohen. But those are the guys they pay a lot more money to, which is stupid, absolutely stupid. All right, I got to warm up my coffee. Oh, what's this? Leo Gunn gifted 5 Opie Radio memberships for my YouTube channel. Go get them. Thank you, Leo Gunn, member of my YouTube channel. I'll be right back. I just want to warm up my coffee. It is freezing out here. It's freezing. Wow, I could honestly say this is the first day, and you guys know I do a lot of live streams from the ocean. This is the first day. let me turn the camera too so I can see you guys a little bit before we check out. I think if I go this way, I can see you better. Hold on a sec. Hold on, hold. Oh yeah, a little better. Oh yeah, okay. All right, a little better. I can see the screen. It was very hard to see you guys, and I like seeing what you got to say. This is the first day doing the live streams out here that I am freezing. Usually I'm not, but man, I think it's like 25 degrees out here. I thought it was like around 30, but it's got to be colder than that. Coffee's already cold already. It's all right. But yeah, Leo Gunn, thank you very much. Love the Leo Gunn. Hope you have a good weekend, sir. And there you go. There you go. You gifted yourself. I don't know what that means, Vlad the Dragon. Leo Gunn, I gifted myself. Oh, he gifted himself. Okay. All right. All right. How do I go about getting a membership? Love Ope so much. Bust Big. What's up, Bust Big? Just join my YouTube channel. That's all that is. It helps the cause. Excuse me. Feeling it, man. Wow, I'm feeling it up here today. Yeah, it just helps the cause, bro. If you throw a little pocket money at me or join my YouTube channel, click the like, download an episode. If you love me that much, you got to click, at least click and like all sorts of shit, because that really helps. Jay Warren, Andy Cohen just asked people who they hate and who they slept with. I hate Andy Cohen. He stinks. He truly stinks. A literal gossip queen. I hate people that gossip like that. I hate it. That's all they got is to gossip and get people turning on each other. I hate it. Bennington is my favorite interviewer. Yeah, it goes without saying. But we shouldn't talk about that too much because, if it gets back to Howard, trust me, Howard will shut down Bennington and make sure he never interviews someone again. I think Bennington, likes that he's under the radar when it comes to Howard Stern, because the fact is, like, there's no contest there. Ron Bennington is a unique broadcaster because he's very similar off air and on air. It's very hard to do. When Bennington is interviewing somebody, he uses his real, regular voice. He doesn't lower his voice. Tell me more about the time that you... Shut up. Howard learned interviewing from some dumb book. If you talk softer, you can make your guests feel more comfortable and they might reveal more stuff to you. How about you just use your real voice and see what happens? Oh, it's so calculated. Now, doggy Andy Vollen has no desire to be out here today, and I don't blame him. Oh, my God. I don't think he's coming back. I came back. Joe Rogan sits there stone saying, wow. Joe Rogan made a living off saying wow a lot, but God bless him. He found all those people that no one was talking to in the mainstream media, and all he had to do was sit back and go, wow. I'll give you a wow. I'll give you 2 wows. So just before I turn this on, I'm always flipping around the internet, especially the TikTok, because, my algorithm is pretty good right now. It's giving me some really cool rock performances. It's giving me some cool I don't know, spiritual crap. It's giving me some cool conspiracy stuff. You got to kind of filter through the conspiracy stuff, obviously. Caught a clip of the guys at Compound talking to Anthony about Stansel infiltrating the Opie Radio podcast to get a reunion between you boys. You happen to catch any of this? No, I don't catch any clips. Is Ant back doing his thing? If he is, good for him. And I continue to say nothing but the best. But I don't really click on anything. I did click on the Nikki and Jim Norton YouTube channel. Oh, it is. Oh my god, it is horrendous. It is horrendous. It is so bad. Jimmy, I guess, is trying for a new audience. I guess he's trying to pull in the Bravo audience. Maybe he's trying to get Nikki to be a housewife of New York or something, because it is god awful. It is so bad. So I did click on that. I don't know. I guess they went on the Bert Kreischer cruise. Here's something. If you're going to make a video where you're on the Bert Kreischer cruise, you might want to get Bert Kreischer to say hi on camera. Oh my God. What happened to your pull? There's one clip where I guess Jimmy performed or something. No, I know he did, because there's a couple clips of that, and there was a funny joke. Jimmy on stage. There was definitely a funny like 20 seconds or something they included in the video. But then they did a group shot, and I guess Jimmy doesn't have pull anymore, because there's a little arrow showing where Bert Kreischer was. What the hell, dude? Bert used to come on our show when he was a nobody, and now you can't get him on camera for your cute, weird Bravo YouTube channel? Oh, my. You're just jealous. Shut up. All right, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, so right before I turn this on, man, I have seen the same rap over and over again, and I believe Buzz Aldrin himself has said this. And when we landed on the moon, and we absolutely landed on the moon, I have no doubt. I am a little suspicious of some of the footage maybe being faked after the fact, so it looks a little better. I'm open to that. I'm open to that. But once again, there's a story out there when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong, and them, stepped out. What they saw. First of all, Buzz Aldrin talks about a light that was basically following them. Supposedly, they switched to the medical channel so they could speak openly about what the fuck they were seeing. And there was a light that was following them. And they basically told people back on Earth through the medical channel, because they went private, that they are here. And supposedly, they looked over like a crater or something. And there was basically all sorts of I was going to say like a civilization, but that's not true. Like basically there was like alien bases and all sorts of stuff that they saw that was not, that some would say was man-made, but they're aliens, but stuff that the aliens had on the moon. And this story comes up over and over again. And I heard another version of it once again this morning, where when they were landing on the moon, there was a light that was following them. And then they saw that there were aliens there, that there were aliens on the moon. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we never went back, because maybe they said, you know what, this has been fun, Earth, but we're way more advanced than you, and you're not coming back, right? And we probably made some bizarre deal, and that's maybe the reason why we never went back to the moon. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. But that damn thing comes up over and over again, where they were landing on the moon, and they discovered that there was something already there. And one of the quotes that I think Neil Armstrong said was, "They are here. They are here." Mike O'Donnell, I joined here. I said no to Facebook. Right on, brother. Right the hell on, man. Biatches, I'm here. What's up, Minash? Good to see you. I'm hungry. You hungry, Albert? You hungry? I hate him too. Andy Cohen is such a BSer. He stinks. And then he tried to call us out. He was on our show once, and I called him out on how like he ruins people's lives with that dumb housewife show. And he goes, "I sleep well at night." And then he was trying to like say that we were homophobes or something. I'm like, nah, sorry, Andy. Nah. Our history speaks for itself. Over the years, we certainly had no issues with the community, Did we make jokes about the community like any other group? Yes, we did, but we never showed any type of hate in our heart for the community. So he tried to pull that garbage, and we were like, nah, sorry, wrong. Ronnie B is one of the best interviewer conversationalists I've heard. He's up there with like, look, I know a lot of the radio guys, and a lot of these guys, including myself, as the years go on, I'm becoming, more like myself in front of a microphone or a camera. But most people, they pump up their personality as soon as a microphone's on or a camera's on, and it's very rare. Howard Stern's very different off air. Everyone has said it. Everyone has said that. It's very rare and few and far between where the radio guy is very similar when the mics are off. And Bennington is absolutely one of those guys. He is almost the same guy off air and on air. And Brother Weeze is also one of those guys. But a lot of the guys you know and love, they're very different when they turn off their shit. How is a loser like Stern still on air? See, this is where I got to push back a little bit. He's not a loser. He's obviously very good at what he does. It's not my cup of tea. Shocking the guy's lasted so long. A hack doesn't hold a torch to Imus or the O&A gang. Thank you, Aluminum Tarmac. I can't say that Howard Stern's a hack. But thank you for that. Hey, buddy, what's up, Tim? How are you? Howard learned how to interview from tapes that his mother bought him. Oh, damn. Well, damn. Say what you will. I enjoy musicians on the Stern show when he asked them about their songwriting process, etc. I enjoy that. Yeah, he gets the job done. He absolutely gets the job done. It's all the hokey crap I can't. I don't understand why he's continuing to do all the hokey crap. Sit down and just have a conversation with Robin about your life, your stupid, weird life, where you're basically a shut-in with no friends. You made believe Ralph was your friend because you didn't have any other friends. It couldn't be more obvious. When he's just talking about his weird life, that's all right. When he's interviewing some of these people, when he's not like changing his voice up, he's all right. But he does a lot of weird hokey crap still. I don't know. I can't. I mean, Joe, if that's what you think, fine. But I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree on that, my friend. But I can't sit here and tell you, not to think that way. Nikki is hot though. Nikki Glazer? Caillou with the wig? Is that the Nikki you're talking about? Nikki Glazer? Who looks like Caillou? If Caillou had a wig? Wait, the other Nikki? Like Jim Norton's Nikki? Whatever you're into, Albert. Whatever you're into. Oh God, the Jimmy thing is cringy. It's weird. It's like weird. He knows the Jim and Sam thing never took off. So now he's just trying to figure out, he's trying to figure out his next step. And I guess he's going to go all in with this Jimmy and Nikki thing, and the YouTube series is. I'll be honest. Since leaving Opie and Anthony, I really have not searched out anything. I'm not perfect, so sure, I hear a clip here and there. Yeah, of course, but watching any of these guys on a regular basis, I'm telling you, I've told you a million times, my story will not change. I've avoided just about all of it, but I am clicking on the Nikki and Jim stuff because it is so bad. It is so cringy because like thinking you knew Jimmy and now he's like going for some weird Bravo thing. Like he's going for a Bravo audience. I don't know what he's trying to do. So I have clicked on the videos. Yes, I have. Oh my God. Ant's podcast last night. What about Ant's podcast? Whoa. I bet Bert was so jealous of Jim. Stuttering John's fingernails. Nikki's hog is bigger than Jim's. All right. Look, I'm not against him finding love or anything like that. I'm not against any of that stuff. So, all right. Morning, Hope. Got to run to work, but Happy New Year to you and the fam. Thank you, 1992 Saturn. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Bert doesn't deserve the fame he has. He worked really, really hard. He's not our best stand-up. That's for sure. Although he won best comedian last year, I think. But I don't think he's the best stand-up by far. I think there's a ton of guys that are funnier than him, but he hustles, he works hard, he comes up with interesting concepts. He's a good talker. I do listen to his podcast from time to time. I can't stomach the two Bears, One Cave podcast. I think Tom Segura is kind of boring, but what do I know? They're just crushing it, building home studios and buying multi-million dollar houses over and over again. So what the hell do I know? But I kind of find Tom Segura kind of boring and just there. But Bert Kreischer, when he's doing his thing, his solo podcast, and he gets a good guest, he knows how to talk and converse with people. But as far as like him being just if he had to just rely on a stand-up, I don't think he would have half the shit he has. I don't think. But he knows how to build concepts and build all sorts of things. Like he had a cruise that he did, and things like that. One of his concepts, which I thought was brilliant at the time, when he was still kind of going to small theaters and comedy clubs, he would come to your town, and then he would open up the comedy club early and basically tell people to blow off work and come drink with him. And he would have people at the club at like 9, 10 in the morning just drinking and partying. Like he knew how to do that type of shit. He was brilliant at all that. Hey, Hope, any predictions about who's going to win the election this year? Looks like Big Donnie might be back in. Yeah, I think I think it's looking like Trump. Unless something with the court cases, every day you hear about this and that, but nothing is moving or happening. But if they could shut him down that way, then then he's not gonna. But I think he beats Biden, and I think the Democrats have themselves to blame because they knew they had an old fucking guy in there that can't converse with America. He could converse sort of in quick little sound bites. And the Democrats had literally many years to prop up a new candidate, and they don't have anybody. Usually you look at the VP, but Kamala Harris stinks. She's going nowhere fast. She'll be known for being the first female vice president, and that's great for the ladies out there, obviously. The ladies need more and more of that type of thing, of course, so they can move forward with their lives and their careers. But then she's just going to be like an afterthought. Her political career will be over after the VP thing is over. She's got nothing else in the tank. She stinks. God, she stinks. And if you haven't seen Vaughn do her impression of Kamala Harris yet, oh my God, what are you waiting for? Good old Vaughn on the Instagram does, she lip syncs Kamala Harris, and it's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. She's got her down. Manash, what do you got, brother? Throwing some zaz at me. Thank you, Bert Kreischer Boat Cruise. Hopefully Bert did his Natalie Wood impression. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. When am I going to join Gas Digital? I'm not joining the Gas Digital. They don't have the money I need. I need to go to a place where I can make some righteous bucks. I can see Bert's wife letting him go in the water like Titanic. Okay. Opie slowly opens up to the conspiracy theories. 5 years from now, he will be saying, maybe these vaccines aren't all good. They might even be effing people up. I don't know about that, bro. I think the vaccines helped more people than it didn't. That's where I'm at with that. But sure, we should have questions. I was telling my kids yesterday, question everything. So one lesson I give them every day: question everything. Everything. Bert stood on one side of the boat, and it turned into the Poseidon Adventure. Oh my God! When Bert plays Shirley, what was her name? Shirley Winters in the remake of the Poseidon Adventure. What a glorious movie that was! Man, when I was a kid, the Poseidon Adventure was just such a great movie. I wonder if it holds up at all. Because the remake, we had the guy that did the remake of the Poseidon Adventure, and the movie sucked. I wonder if the original holds up, because the remake was not good. Not good at all. Anyone see Bert's movie? I still haven't seen I haven't seen his movie. No, I did. I chose not to click for whatever reason. Hey, Ope, would you rather get it on with Megyn Kelly, but she's been for 5 minutes, or Rosie O'Donnell? Oh my! I can't. I can't. I would have to go with the one that's alive. I wouldn't be happy about it. I check out Rosie O'Donnell online. She's very sad every day. She's got some sadness in her soul. Hi, everybody. It's Rosie O'Donnell. It's Friday. I'm in New York City. She's a sad, sad woman. She's very sad. You can tell she's got some sadness in her soul. My God, Rosie, wake the F up. Wake up, all right? Vincent Scaramuzzo. They are here now, but I'm over here now. And which way you going to go? Oh, all right. A little dice action. Very nice. Dice is playing what? Carnegie Hall in February, I believe. So there it is. All right. Half Slice Radio. Yep. And he loves the booger sugar. Yep. Okay. Ron B is a hack. Coming from King of all dips. I can't accept that, King of all dips. We're usually on the same page, but the one thing about my nonsense, I don't care if you're I truly don't care if you're not on the same page as me. It's all right. I think other broadcasters, they really want to just talk to the converted. And I think that gets incredibly boring. So I don't mind if you don't, you're not into, agree. What the hell was that? A deer just ran by. I don't see it though. That was absolutely a deer. Wow, that was moving quick. We get deer all over the place, but I don't see it. Oh my God, I heard the hooves and everything. The hooves. I heard the hooves. But yeah, I mean, King of all diffs, we're usually on the same page. We're not today, and that's fine. I don't need you guys to be on the same page as me. It's all right. And he was just jealous. You didn't sniff his seat after you left like you did with Lindsay Lohan. Wait, we didn't have Lindsay Lohan on. Just heard it again, man. I just heard it again. It must be around the corner because I don't see nothing. Hey, Oprah, you worried at all about the investigation that Red Bar is doing? What is no? What the hell are you talking about? LOL, Menasha. Well, we got okay. I don't. What your English stinks. Ron drove Fez crazy. Nah, man. Ron was all in with the Fezzy, man. Ron really gave a shit about the Fezzy. He had to. I'll say this. I didn't live in that world, but Ron, was brilliant with playing the cards that was dealt to him. So there you go on that. He was brilliant at it. So he worked with what he had in front of him. But I could honestly tell you that right to the end, Ron like loved and gave a shit about Fez, like big time, and did everything he could for the man. They had a very close relationship. And that's an outsider saying that. So I can only imagine the people that really knew Ron and Fez and saw it, more closely than I. But it was pretty obvious to me, being more of an outsider than not, that they had a very special bond, and that Ron really gave a shit about Fez. It's pretty obvious. Opie talks it in this voice all day. Nah, I pump my crap up. Obviously, I'm guilty of it too, but less and less as I move through the years. Whip them out Wednesday. Nah, I'm thinking, okay, very nice. All right, I'm getting cold. We made an hour. I try to do an hour. My hand, I can't even feel this hand anymore because I'm trying to go through your comments. Love the Joe Rogan experience, but Rogan as a comedian is bad. Bert Kreischer, on the other hand, is just all around awful. Rogan's all right. Rogan's another guy that's not the best comedian out there. There's a ton of guys that are way funnier and way better than him, but he gets the job done. I was thoroughly entertained going to see Rogan over the years because he goes a little deeper. He's a thinking man's comic, so he might not be getting crazy over the top laughs, but his concepts are a little deeper than most. His podcast is a reason why he makes all that money. He figured out a path. There's so many people that go into podcasting, radio, live streaming, and they just do follow the leader. And then you get a guy that goes, oh man, I know what to do. And they start their own path. And that's what Rogan did. And that's why he deserves every goddamn penny he's making. Because he decided to turn his podcast into finding people that are really, really interesting that no one else was talking to at the time. Now that sounds weird all these years later, because now he's become such the norm that a lot of people are doing very similar podcasts now and getting very, very interesting people on theirs. But Rogan started all that. He knew there was a whole lane and a whole bunch of people out there that had an interesting story that no one was talking to. And that's why he's so damn good. And Bert, I think Bert's Bert. Bert found his own path too. He's not all around awful, no, but he's another guy where there's a ton of comedians that are, absolutely funnier than him. But he figured out how to make it work, and he's a hustler. He worked his balls off. Ever since I knew him, he was working his balls off. Oh, there were 6 missions that landed on the moon. 12 people walked on it. It wasn't just Armstrong and Aldrin. Thank you, Hugo. I get trapped in that too. All the people that go, we never landed on the moon, they ignore the fact that we went back like 6 times, or we went there 6 times in general. I know all that, Hugo. You're 100% right. So they ignore all those other times that we went to the moon. They only focus on the one, which was the first one, and says all that was fake. And then it's like, okay, let's say even if that was fake, which it wasn't, what about the other 5? How do you explain the other 5? But there's not even much footage of the other moon landings, which is a little strange too. They only focus on the main one at this point. All right, my nose is running, my hands are frozen. Nikki Glazer and Jim Norton's partner look the same. Thank you, Tommy Festa. Hey, wondering if there's any place we can listen to quick, funny clips from you and some heavy hitters. Sure, that would be my other podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. You can find it wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, Tommy Festa. I'm trying to get to 1,000 downloads. I'm stuck around 830. It was like 835, 837, I think I said earlier, around 837. When I turn this on, I just want to get 1,000 downloads per episode on my second podcast. My original podcast, which is still happening, does way better than that. But this one, I just want to get to 1,000 downloads per episode. And I usually get there, but barely. And this latest episode is slowing down a little earlier than I would like. All right. I actually look, like I said, let's throw it all out on the wall. This guy, Nick, says I actually watched Jimmy and Nikki, and I really like Nikki, to be honest. Fair enough. Fair enough there, Nick. Now I'm going to block you. And no, it's all good. Are we hitting 300 likes this stream? Come on, guys. Let's get this done. 300 likes. God, no. Yeah, hit the like on the way out. Even if this was a slow one, just know that this hand I can't even feel anymore. I got my nose is running. It's 25 degrees out here, so hit the like on the way out. Thank you. Ant had some nice things to say about you on his podcast yesterday. Is Ant doing a podcast? Well, if I could have probably showed you a little something today, but you know what? Maybe the next time I live stream, I'll show you a little something. But if Ant said some nice things about me, that's nice. That's very, very nice. See, now, like the old me would go, oh, now I got to search this out and find out what he said. I don't click on any of it. So at this point, I would just have to take your word for it. There's a couple people I trust out there. They might give me more and say, well, he actually said this and this. Okay. But I'm not going to click on anything. Oh, one other thing, you sons of bitches. You let me down. How is it that I only discovered yesterday a version of When the Levee Breaks by Led Zeppelin that was done by musicians around the world? Not one of you son of a bitches, the stuff I turn you guys on to on a regular basis, not one of you came to me and said, hey, Ope, I know you like Zeppelin. You got to check out this When the Levee Breaks. It's done by musicians around the world, and it was put together as one song. So you got like a guy in Jamaica, you got this guy over here and this guy over there, just pretty much covering the entire world, and they put it all together into a song. Obviously, they all played their parts individually, and then they put it together. And, oh, by the way, as an extra treat, John Paul Jones is on it. Not one of you turned me on to that. I had to find it myself yesterday. I'll tweet it out, by the way, in case you haven't checked it out. It's just glorious. It's so cool. Morning, GH. Enjoy your time out east. Yeah, we will. We will. Kids got to get back to school soon, though. And then all of a sudden they get off again. I'm not gonna lie. I like the New York City. Not public. They're in private, but it's not. They're not in private because I did well for myself. They're in private because the zone for the school they would go to is no less than horrific. So you have no choice. If you want to live in the area I live, the schooling, the zoning for that area is horrendously bad. So we had no choice. And a lot of New Yorkers, put their kids in private school for whatever reason. But with that said, they go back Monday, and then I think they have the following Monday off already. Isn't it Martin Luther King Day or something like that? I think so. Michelle, super sticker. Damn, Michelle, thank you. Michelle supports a lot of my shit. I see her supporting. Thank you, Michelle. I just did a sip of coffee for you, and it's ice cold. I mean, literally ice cold. Wow. All right. Are we good, guys? Hope you have a good Friday. Probably we'll try to turn this on over the weekend, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll just have to see on that. Any job is better than doing Facebook Live broadcast for 28 viewers, Nicholas Belanger says. Well, I mean, no, it's not actually. To be honest with you, Nicholas, no, it's not. I know you're trying to throw a little hate at me. I get it, but no, it's not. And if we're going to be honest, Nicholas, so Facebook, by the end of the day, this live stream on Facebook will have been seen. I'll give you the real numbers. Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 people will check this out on Facebook. I have way more people watching the Facebook Live after the fact for whatever reason. YouTube, my numbers have absolutely dipped in recent months, and I have a feeling it's because I added Twitter to the equation, but I don't know. YouTube, by the end of the day, I'll do 600 to 800 people. That's it on YouTube. Twitter, which is a phenomenon right now, I will do well over 2,000 people today, and you'll be able to see that number for yourself if you follow me on Twitter. Instagram is weird because I get a few hundred people watching the actual live stream, and then when it goes into replay, I only do 100 to 200 there. And finally, Twitch, I will have 2 to 3 people watch from Twitch. Those are the real numbers, Nicholas. And I will continue doing it because this is way more fun than dealing with corporate bullshit, dealing with not making a lot of money, dealing with the stress and the toxicity that comes with, running a high-profile radio show. So I will continue to do this. You know what? I turn this off, and I'm not gonna have a boss running down the hall. Yeah, you were talking about Willy Wonka and the Oompa Loompas being this tall. No, thank you. So that's why this is better there, Nicholas. That's a real answer for you, my brother. Real answer. Oh, did I say Shirley Winters? I messed up the joke. Shelley Winters? Yeah, it is Shelley Winters. Oh, I messed up the joke. Of course you did, Ope. You stink. Can't even say you stink properly because it's so cold out here. But there you go. All right. Oh, damn. All right. Wait, I got a super chat. Let me throw that on the board. Sizzle. What are you saying, Sizzle? What's your name? Sizzle Chest. Hey, Ope, cheers to you and that glorious day behind you. Right on. Yeah, it's freezing, though, man. It is so damn cold, but I still got to get Doggy out on that beach. So thank you. Thank you, Sizzle. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's start wrapping up. All right? Keep the stream going, bro. We want to see more. I keep it going because I just enjoy doing it. It's very easy. It's very easy. And I like that I'm doing 3 different streams. One from my windowsill, 500 feet above the streets of New York City. I love when I get the chance to come out here and do a live stream with the ocean behind me. And then my third one is Tuesdays at Get Parts. So they're all very, very different. And I really, really enjoy it. I think the Tuesdays at Get Parts has potential to grow. This, I don't know if it will grow. I mean, I guess I got to start inviting people on this, and then this would absolutely grow. If I throw a guest on, my numbers are double immediately. I understand that. But I think the Tuesdays at Get Parts have some real potential of growing, and and we'll see. We will see. We'll be back doing the Tuesdays at Get Parts this coming Tuesday. We took one Tuesday off because Matt had a private party, and also because I was way out here. All right. How are you not, John? I am so cold. I am so cold. But I also I have a lot of winter gear. Like I have ski pants on right now, and some other winter stuff under my coat. It's this. My hand is so red and frozen because I'm trying to click on everybody's comments. But besides that, I'm hanging in there. And I just like doing it outside, which is wait, I just got another super chat. First, never last fits, it looks like. Opie, good morning. Thank you for always pushing to have Patrice on the show. Archived Patrice appearances are 99% of what I listen to on YouTube. I mean, his shit holds up all these years later. My God. We were lucky to have him. I think Rich Voss tries to say that he was the one that brought Patrice in. I mean, the fact is, back in the day, Jim Norton was part of the Opie and Anthony show, and he was hanging at the time with Rich Voss, Patrice O'Neill, Bob Kelly, Colin Quinn. I'm sure I'm missing somebody in there. And so they all just started coming on the show, man. And Patrice, by far, was the best out of all of them. By far. The other guys, nothing against them. They certainly did amazing radio for us. But, God, Patrice and his stuff, a lot of his stuff is timeless, which is awesome. You can listen to it now knowing the guy's been gone. How long has Patrice been gone now? 10 years, something like that? I lose track after a while. And his stuff still holds up. You have to talk about Stuttering John. No, why? What is he up to? First Never Last Fits. I have a side project. Wait, I have a side project YouTube channel. What are the odds I could get a 30-minute interview with you? Just taking my shot. Man, the odds are let me just put it this way. You have a better shot of betting on the Jets to make it to the Super Bowl. But the Jets yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting at. No offense to you. No offense. But good luck to your side project. And thank you for the $5. I should have treated you nicer because you're the only one that gave pocket money today. No, that's not true. A few people were very generous. Add it all up, and it's technically more viewers than Joe Rogan. Well, I mean, come on, Aldo. Now, come on. All right. Okay. All right, let's get to. Oh shit! I got another super. All right, Andrew. Thanks for giving Patrice his props. Oh God, always. Oh, I mean, always. I think the mistake we made very few mistakes, especially when the show was running on all cylinders. We should have literally went to this. Okay, all right. I'll give you this. This is what's so weird about management and radio. They stink. They don't see shit that's right in front of their face. And to be fair, at the end of Patrice's life, he did have a contract that they were waiting for him to sign to do a little more, finally, with the Opie and Anthony channel. That is true. And Patrice wanted to do it. He kind of wanted to get off the road, but he also knew the money sucked. The money was terrible. And I think if I had a slight regret, knowing how great Patrice was, that me and Anthony didn't go to like Scott Greenstein and basically say, look, just give this guy a boatload of money, give him his own goddamn show. And also I will promise you he'll be on our show like 3 days a week. We should have did that because what was weird about it was like, Patrice was allowed to come in whenever he wanted, but we also should have pushed on our end, like, and called him more and said, Patrice, come in, like literally come in every day. We didn't do that. So then all of a sudden, like, he would do our show and absolutely crush for 4 straight hours. Patrice O'Neill, Patrice equals overrated. Sammy, you're just trying too hard. Sammy, like, we're adults here. We've been around a really long time. Like this is Bush League shit. No one in their right mind would ever believe that. Who do you think you're talking to? We're all veterans here. These people have been watching me for years. I've been at this for a very, very long time. Ant said you never go over 1 year on a contract. What up with that? I've explained that. Because we are very, very underpaid, and I was trying to get as much money out of these assholes as possible. It's as simple as that. I've gone into that much deeper, but the lack of basic logic in people drive me nuts. If someone is willing to give me, a lot of money, but I'm thinking it's not enough, because I knew what we were bringing into the company, why wouldn't I try to make as much money as possible from these sons of bitches? And why would I chance them just saying, go F yourself, and next thing you know, after a year, like I'm gone and now I'm not making this decent money? Who in their right mind would take that chance? I only signed 1 year contracts because I knew we were drastically underpaid. Howard Stern makes something like, to this day, $80 to $100 million a year from SiriusXM. You don't think in our prime, the Opie and Anthony show didn't deserve $10 million each? I'll give you another one, $5 million each. That's why I did it. If they're paying Howard $100 million a year, and we in our prime was the second most listened to radio show on the SiriusXM platform, and we had a shit ton of people, listening to us. I wanted to make way more money, and I also knew they weren't going to kick us out, that I could negotiate. And that's exactly what I did. We were paid pennies compared to Howard Stern, and that's why I did that. And it worked out in people's favor over the years. All right. Oh my God, I was gonna leave, but okay. I mean, I'll stay for pocket money and watch the frostbite appear on my hand. I am gonna go, but let me get through a couple super chats just came in. I can't blow these fine people off. What about a 10-minute interview? It's for a documentary I'm writing and put together now you have to hit me for school thing. Oh, now I got to give you a maybe. What is the documentary on? Radio? It's probably on radio, right? Oh my God, you're hitting me with the for school thing. All right, now it's down to a maybe. Biff Rotten Thighs, $20. Happy Friday, Ope. Thank you for doing these shows. I enjoy watching the shows you post throughout YouTube. Oh, right on, man. Thank you, Biff. I would drink my coffee, but it's ice cold. Thank you very much for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. People are trying. Thank you. Oh, I have really been looking for a podcast that is just the funniest bits of conversations. I don't want a 3-hour format. Any suggestions? People need to click on my other podcast. I'm telling you, it's really good. I like it. I got 11 episodes out on my second podcast. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. And it's some of the funniest, best moments of my podcast in general. I squeeze a couple clips here and there from other things, of course, but I like it. They're like only 25 to 30 minutes long, and I can't even snap. My hands are so cold, and they move like this. In a 25 to 30-minute episode, there's close to 20 clips. That's how quickly it moves. Okay, thank you, CM. And like I said, my goal there is I just want 1,000 downloads per episode at this point in time. And that's about what I do, but it's a struggle. The latest episode 11, is kind of stalling at 837. And now because of CM, I'll probably get an extra 2 or 3 downloads. So thank you for that. All right. Man, now you're saying I got to hook up with the first never last up. All right. I'll figure it out. Rizzo. Thanks, Rizzo. If you know, you know. Joe Rizzo. God, you guys make me laugh. Hey, Ope, I know you like Led Zeppelin, so you got to check out this version of When the Levee Breaks. It's artists from all over the world, but they put it together as one song. Thank you, Rizzo. I'm going to check that out as soon as I finish up on this thing. All right. Let me go to First Never Last Fits. It's about New York City media from 1980 to 2010. Everything from Friends and Seinfeld to radio. All right. I might be able to do a couple minutes for you there, sir. Thanks for the $4.99. I think we're at the end. Everyone good? No more super chats. Okay. Tommy Festa. Okay. Sorry. Oh, comedy quick hits with Opie. You say I'm clicking right now. It's so fast and funny. Thank you, Tommy Festa. All right. I think we're good. End of the chat. No super chats. Hit the like on the way out. I'd greatly appreciate that. Oh wait, I just got another. All right, wait, I got another super chat. Yeah, guys, like for real, stop sending super chats. My hand is falling off. I love making pocket money, but I also got to get inside. I'm freezing. I still think some of the funniest shows you and Carl did were from Big Apple Barbecue. Thank you, Wayne Boo Atkins. I just listened to some of that because I was looking for clips actually for comedy quick hits. And those clips will be on a future episode of Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. But you know, I'm trying to farm the clips as I speak. And you're not wrong, man. Me and Carl hanging at the Big Apple Barbecue with all his barbecuing friends. Wow, there was a ton of great personalities. They were absolutely awesome. I had so much fun that weekend with Carl and his friends. Thanks, Greg Buell. Vlad, good to see you. Bill March, good to see you. All right, we could go, right? But you F1 go. Yes, you know. If you know, you know. But you F1 goat. You know, we're gonna end with that. But you F1 goat. All right, guys, I'm hitting end broadcast. I am freezing. Thanks for checking this out. Greatly appreciate it. Hit the like, all right? And click on something. Or I'll go back to regular radio and just do something really boring. Just click on something. Please. That's your job. Just click on something. That's my new mantra. Just click on something. Good